Do you remember a time where you were given something that maybe had some value and you just didn't really take care of it? Maybe your parents purchased something for you that you really wanted and you immediately didn't take care of it. Or maybe you've noticed people who their ancestors, their parents or their grandparents did really well for themselves, and then as the generations went on, the person wasn't doing as well as the previous generations, probably because maybe they were a little bit disconnected from the work that it took to achieve that, or maybe they were ungrateful. Or maybe think about the first time you got your first car and you sat there and you detailed it and you filled it with the nicest gas, or the first pair of shoes that you purchased for yourself with your first check at work and you kept them nice and clean. It's interesting because if there's something that you don't work for, sometimes you just don't appreciate it the same. Or maybe because you don't know the skills it takes to get there, you don't value the effort it would have taken to get there. And I think there's lots of people who don't understand the amount of work it takes to take care of their health or fitness. Maybe it just became natural or was natural for them so much of their life. Or maybe because they managed to keep a low body fat or what would seem like a low body fat for most of their life, it was never something they had to worry about, getting fit and staying active or eating a certain way. And sometimes life hits them and then all of a sudden they have to start taking care of it. And it's the most frustrating thing that they've ever experienced because they've never had to do anything to get there. The maybe small things they used to do to just kind of keep themselves in check no longer work anymore. So as much as it might be frustrating for you to have experienced working towards this for so long and having to work so hard and looking around and noticing some people don't even have to work that hard and they get what they want. Truth is, you're developing the skills to maintain that success. You're developing the skills to value it and take care of it and maintain it, whereas they don't have that opportunity. And depending on how you look at it, maybe they're better off, maybe they're not. The way I look at it, in terms of skills and being grateful and being able to maintain, I don't think they have the opportunity to train those things. So I think they're technically worse off. So as much as you might be frustrated looking at the next person, realizing how much different you guys have to work, you need to be grateful for where you are. You need to be appreciative. You need to understand that this is the cards that you were dealt, and this is how you're going to deal with it. And now that you develop these skills and these practices and you have had these experiences, you're going to do that much better. And you're able to teach other people to do that much better. And that's totally different than somebody who just was, in a sense, given the results that they were looking for. And the same thing goes for surgery or these shortcuts, these quick fixes for these results. These people have a hard time maintaining it because they did not learn the skills. They did not go through the experiences. They did not go through the things that was the most valuable. It's not the result itself, it's the process, it's the learning. So instead of looking at these people with envy, look at them with sympathy, because they are going to continue to struggle, whereas you have gone through that hard work and now understand what it takes. And you know the things that will get you to maintain the results. And unfortunately, in many cases, they don't, because they were given it or they inherited it or whatever it is. So instead of envy, look at it with sympathy.